Hi Taurus, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. This is the December general reading for all Sun, Moon, Rising Taurus. And if you have Taurus in any other prominent placements in your birth chart. So, there is an eclipse on the 26th in the sign of Capricorn. I feel like that energy is going to be quite potent and really important because it is going to set the stage for what is coming in 2020 for all of us. And with most eclipses and new moon, it is a good time for you to shed or let go of anything that doesn't serve you anymore and create space for what's to come. So that's, I feel, an important theme for all of us, all the signs for this month, for December. And it's also a good time for us to reflect upon what's happened during the year. And for some of us, this goes back to maybe 1 or 2 years in the past or more. And what we've learned, what we need to let go of, and setting the stage for achieving and accomplishing what we really want, what aligns with us in the near future. Okay, so I have picked out some oracle cards to begin with. These will give us the overall energy for the month and any advice that Spirit has for you. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so there will be multiple messages. Some of them could be quite specific and they may not apply to your situation, so take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, so let's begin. We have generations, new beginnings. This is just what I was talking about. Victory, door to personal healing and happiness. Wow, all that glitters. And chop wood. Okay, interesting. This is quite different from any of the other readings that I've done for the other signs this month. The strongest message that I'm getting for you, Taurus, is that it's exactly what I was talking about in the beginning of the video. There's a need for you to clear up and clean up your space, okay? When I say clean up, I mean everything that has perhaps been toxic, or it has somehow left this stale, stagnant energy in your life. If you felt obstructed in some way, if you felt like you can't move ahead, and you felt this heavy, dense energy around you, it is a good idea for you to now clean up your space, both mentally, physically, emotionally, however that applies to you. It may even start off as sort of like a spring cleaning exercise, okay? Because what's happening here is that there's definitely a new beginning, a lot more positive things to look forward to in your life. But there's the need for you to first clean up your space, like I said. And for you especially, what's happening here is that you may have been chasing some goals or some ideas that were not really as promising as they appeared to be at the outset, okay? There's a need for you to get real in the sense that you may have been told by people in your family or in your close-knit circle, whoever you call family, okay? I feel like they may have set certain expectations or goals for you which you don't really feel align with who you really are. I hope that makes sense to you. I feel like there's a need for you to clear that up. Any kind of expectations or even limitations that other people may have set for you, or any goals that you thought you need to chase because you need to fulfill certain expectations from those around you, need to go. Okay? Because what I'm seeing here is that there's a need for you to wear your crown with pride and for you to feel victorious, for you to feel accomplished, and for you to feel really happy. There's a need for you to let go of anything that is part of your conditioning, okay? And that may be really the stepping stone for what's to come ahead. And what's to come ahead? Personal healing and happiness, and a sense of victory, and a beautiful new dawn, a beautiful new beginning for you. Okay, so it's really important for you to understand this month if you're chasing something that is not really meant for you, and even if you're getting some kind of offer from somebody in your environment, it is important for you to understand if this is really going to make you happy, if this is really what you at a soul level want and resonate with. Okay, so that's the main message or the theme that I'm getting for you. This looks like a beautiful month ahead. Let's see what your tarot reading looks like, any additional messages that Spirit wants to bring forth for you. At the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Wands. So again, this sense of community, perhaps even like a portal. I see the 1111, that is the Four of Wands, as a portal more than anything else. I see it as something that beckons you in the near future, and something really positive that beckons you in the near future, something that is calling out to you. But you need to step into a new path. You need to step into that portal, to go through that portal, to access that new energy. Wow, okay, speaking of which, we have the Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands, the Hermit, Temperance, the Moon, and the Six of Wands. Interesting. I'll take these as well. We have the Magician and the Five of Swords. Now at the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Cups. I feel like that's what's required of you. To start afresh, to start anew, to feel lively and childlike again, to have a sense of wonder, okay, and look forward to a new beginning in your life. Okay. What I'm feeling for you is that this new journey, this new path with the Six of Swords is right ahead of you, okay? I feel like which incidentally comes after the Five of Swords, which we also have here, okay? And after going through some kind of struggle, some kind of maybe one-upmanship and winning, but winning at a cost. That's the energy of the Five of Swords. After that, I feel like it is now important for you to move into a more harmonious, balanced and peaceful atmosphere. And with the Nine of Wands here, I feel like this is just the last leg of the race. So there's a little bit of resistance also I'm feeling here, in the sense that part of you is still kind of looking back. Part of you is still perhaps hoping or wondering why the things didn't work out or why that happened, whatever happened in the past. And that is where your resistance comes from. So I feel like it is important for you to let go of this resistance, because what's waiting ahead for you is something that's beautiful. These are beautiful changes happening in your life. But there's a new beginning waiting to happen only if you let go of this resistance, okay? And for some of you, it's going to take a little bit more effort for you to finally accept that bygones are bygones and you need to let go of what has happened, and you need to now surrender to this new path, this new beginning in your life, okay? And surrender to spirit. For some of you, I feel like you're being led, you're being guided to a new direction, but there is a need for you to have faith that it's going to be good for you, okay? Then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. This is a brand new beginning, something that perhaps comes out of the blue. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, fortune is on your side, okay? And I'm also hearing fortune favors the brave. So there's a need for you to be a little brave and, like I said, surrender and have faith that you're being led in the right direction, okay? With the Hermit looking at the Wheel of Fortune, I feel that your intuition is also on point. It is trying to guide you and lead you to this new path, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is about positive new changes happening in your life, and there's a need for you to allow and be open to these changes, because it's not going to stay that way forever, okay? I see the Wheel of Fortune as a window of opportunity, and here is your opportunity. But if you don't make use of it when it arrives, if you don't act upon it, because the Ace of Wands also calls for action. If you don't act upon it, it might pass you by, okay? So that's a bit of an advice for you, okay? With the Hermit and the Temperance here, I feel like there's a lot of this internal what I'm hearing is the scales are now being balanced, okay? What do I mean by that? Your internal equilibrium is now coming to balance. You may have felt really unsettled internally, very how do I put this? Probably quite anxious and lost in a way, okay? I feel like now, because this is right in the middle of your reading, in December you're going to do some soul searching, and you're going to see what is really important to you in your life. And even I'm also hearing fine-tuning your priorities, okay? So you are now perhaps prioritizing yourself and beginning to see, beginning to trust your intuition, beginning to trust your own wisdom is what I'm feeling here. Okay? And with the temperance here, it is about bringing two opposites into a state of harmony, or the sense of moderation when it comes to opposing forces. And of course, it's going to require some patience, it's going to require some a whole lot of patience for you to perhaps go through this kind of energy and understand and ask yourself some important questions during this month. That's going to come up for sure, but know that your intuition is guiding you to the right direction. Okay, with the moon and the Six of Wands here, I feel like again there's this sense of taking the middle path, which we can see here in the Temperance. This path is leading to something that is beautiful, but you may not be able to see that at the moment. Also, the moon has a lot to do with the subconscious, inner, your inner sanctity, your inner knowing, your inner wisdom, your intuition, and everything that it's trying to tell you. Okay, there is this sense of polarities which you need to sort of amalgamate. Okay, what do I mean by that? By taking the middle path, you are able to achieve this alchemy. You're able to achieve this balance between two polars. Okay, two polar opposites of yourself, I mean. So one part of you, like I said, may be wanting to move ahead and leave something behind and finally surrender to what is happening or what is showing promise rather than what you were working on, which is what the other part of you is probably pulling you towards. So that is where this balance needs to occur. Because what's waiting for you at the other end is the Six of Wands. Now this also, I feel, is your ability to first recognize and pay attention to yourself and see yourself as successful, see yourself as having potential, and see yourself as worthy of recognition. Once you recognize your own self, once you recognize your own abilities and your strengths, everybody else can do that too. Okay? Because that is what leads you to actually be strong, confident in yourself, and be like the magician, be able to co-create with the universe, be able to, again, this alchemy, okay, be able to bring to reality what you really want. And you cannot bring to reality what you want just by wanting and setting the intentions. You have to vibrate at that energy. You have to be able to first really feel what it feels like to have achieved that. Okay, that is how the law of attraction also works, which is what is depicted by the magician. You have all the tools, you have all the skills and abilities required to bring this to fruition, to manifest this success in your life. But there's a need for you to do some deep diving before that. There may be parts of you that are keeping you from actually manifesting your true desires. Okay? So ask yourself, if you're not able to see this success, this rewards, even recognition from those around you. Wow, okay. So I just got another huge message. Um, those around you, like I said in the beginning, who are perhaps laying certain expectations on you, which may not be what you really want. I feel like there's a need for you to really address those issues, okay? Because at a subconscious level, what you're seeking is recognition. What you're seeking is perhaps validation from those around you. But what's important is for you to understand or come to terms with what you really want. Your expectations may not be what others expect from you. What you really want or how you really see yourself is not dependent on the validation that other people give to you. Okay, I hope I'm making sense here, because I feel that at a subconscious level, what you really want is this attention, this validation from the people around you, from people who may have forced or imposed their expectations onto you. What is success to you personally will perhaps differ from what others see as success. So you're redefining this month what success means to you personally, okay? I feel like that's the biggest message here for you. You do have some really good opportunities this month, but there's some soul searching also that is needed for you to really bring to your 3D reality what you've been seeking all the while. Okay. I feel like that's it. I don't need to take any more cards for confirmation, because I feel that this is the most important message for you for the month of December. Okay, so I'm gonna end this here. I wish you all the very best for the month ahead, and okay, all the messages are leading to that one most important point here. Okay, so I'm gonna end this here, and yeah, do take a look at your love story reading for specific love related messages. I wish you all the very best, Taurus, for the month of December, and I'll see you in another video. Do like, share and subscribe, as that helps support the channel. And yeah, take care. God bless. Bye bye.